permanent representatives to the African Union, L'Almamra, to make your opening remarks. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Truly honored to host this important event, which marks our renewed collective commitment to supporting Africa's members of the UN Security Council with the ultimate goal of strengthening Africa's voice on the global stage and in the promotion of African decisions and African solutions to African problems. And I must say that I'm all the most pleased to note that this high-level seminar, the first were hosted precisely a few years back here in this very city of Wehran and in the same premises, has since been institutionalized as a regular forum for collective reflection, exchange of views, exchange of experiences, lessons learned, and best practices for the sake of enabling our representatives within the UN Security Council to represent us and to be able to demonstrate the true spirit of African unity and solidarity in promoting African common positions on peace and security matters. In this regard, I would like to warmly acknowledge the presence of many honorable ministers and distinguished ambassadors representing the AU Peace and Security Council member states, as well as the current, outgoing and incoming members of the A3, including friends of the A3. My thanks are also due to the high officials from the African Union Commission, the United Nations Secretariat and the League of Arab States Secretariat for their participation and continued support to this initiative. The theme of this seminar, evolving around ensuring adequate support to the African members of the UN Security Council in dealing with African peace and security issues, is of obvious topical importance. It translates, indeed, our engagement to redouble efforts to make Africa's voice stronger at the international level, to ensure that its efforts are recognized and that its major concerns, strategic interests and reasonable perspectives are duly taken into account. In this context, I'm delighted to note that our collective engagement has started to bear fruit, with the A3 growing considerably in stature and diplomatic capacity, and even in terms of composition, as we have since last year a new member from the Caribbean region, Saint Vincent and Grenadines, working in alliance with the A3. At the same time, we believe that there is still more room for improvement to achieve our shared goal of Africa speaking with one common voice that is able to influence the decision-making process within the UN Security Council. In our view, the Pan-African endeavor entails that we first admit our own shortcomings and redouble efforts both upstream and downstream to translate into reality the vision enshrined in the Agenda 2063 of an integrated, prosperous and peaceful Africa driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in the global arena. In a context marked by deteriorating in the overall peace and security landscape, our government need of a more prominent role of the African Union in the prevention and resolution of conflicts. And I believe that the choice of the two first sessions' themes is more than relevant in this regard, as it highlights the importance of further developing the African governance and peace and security architecture to address the ever-increasing challenges to African countries that African countries are struggling with nowadays. Furthermore, while projecting the effort at the international level, we should always aim to make multilateralism more advantageous to Africa by striving to end the marginalization of our continent within the international system, including within the UN Security Council. But for this to happen, we have no choice but to speak with one decisive and strong voice, whether at the Security Council or any other forum. We need to renew our commitment to the values and ideals of Pan-Africanism and act collectively to avoid any factor that may jeopardize the unity of our continental organization, the African Union. Excellencies, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, this is the spirit in which my country, Algeria, is prepared to serve at the UN Security Council if elected as one of the members representing the continent of Africa, and this is the spirit in which Algeria would be making its contribution on behalf of all of us during the period 2024-2025 in full coordination with the African fellows within the Council and in line with the pertinent African Union policy organs' decisions. I would like to seize this opportunity to reiterate our deep appreciation to the African Union member states that supported our candidature, as well as to the members of the League of Arab States. And I wish here to pledge to do our best to fulfill this continental mandate and the mandate on behalf of our sisters and brothers in the Arab League. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, with these thoughts, let me once again welcome you all and extend to you my best wishes for a successful and full meeting. I look forward to our deliberations within the 4 sessions scheduled during this seminar, and I hope that our discussions will come up with concrete recommendations that will help us get closer from achieving our common goal in an efficient and effective manner. I also wish you a pleasant stay in the beautiful city of Wehran, also called Wehran al-Bahiya, that is Oran the Beautiful, which is one of Algeria's largest and most vibrant cities. And I hope you will have an opportunity to explore and enjoy some of its most famous and historical sites. Once again, thank you for being with us, and I wish you fruitful deliberations and successful seminar. Thank you very much for your time.
Demeke Mekonnen, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign
Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, expressing my deep appreciation, People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, as the official opening of such important and effective work for our UN in areas of peace. Consultative joint meeting during the consultations is the 7th meeting held at the level of Head of State, September 2013. Consultations between the PSCC and the Africa have been organized. Initiative. The current seminar, this is particularly important in a difficult task of shaping UN multilateralism, which has if the S3 is to succeed in 1 year. We are very grateful, even if it is, ladies and gentlemen, the high level coordination between the
africains au sein du Conseil de sécurité.
Of Ethiopia and chairperson of the Peace and Security, well disposition for the African continent by relentlessly promoting